Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing regularly study. Students, in today's English class, we will start our new lesson 13, poem The Ghost, written by K.K. N. Daruwala. I hope you all are sitting with your new Voices textbook. Let's start. K.K. N. Daruwala. He was born in 1937. He is an Indian poet and short story writer. He is considered an important socially conscious voice in the literature of post-independence India. Some of his famous works include Love Across the Salt Desert, The Map Maker, The Keeper of the Dead, and A House in Ranikhet. He is a recipient of the Sahitya Akademi Award, which he has returned since, and the Padma Shri. Summary of the poem. K.K. N. Daruwala's poem is a funny account of the nature of ghostly encounters. The worst thing about them, according to him, is of course the fact that they are transparent. One does not even know what one is up against. He remembers the lady ghost in a Mussoorie hotel, a favorite haunt of ghost. He could hear the clank of her bangles and the water running, but on going inside, the bathroom was dry and empty. He also tells tale of ghosts in a forest, another referred address for them. Forest guards apparently saw one that was only eyebrows and goatee, and another that was just a floating dhoti. The poet also mentions how animals and birds act oddly in the presence of ghosts. The poem ends abruptly as the poet admits to have been scared simply by talking on the subject. Let's read the poem. The good thing about good people is that they are transparent. The bad thing about ghosts is they are transparent. In fact, the way you see through them, you don't see them at all. And when you can see a ghost, it is not quite a ball. In fact, you are up against a transparent vapor wall. A few things it were best to know about ghosts. They are bad hosts, for they are never in station, and worse guests, they barge in invitation or no invitation. Ghosts are not bad omens. They don't bring doom. They don't come in through chimneys. They don't ride a broom. But ghost stories can be true. I could tell you a few. Old hotels where stairs creak and where door hinges squeak are full of stories that eerily speak of ghosts and chudails. In old hotels where stairs have creak and where door hinges squeak, that means they makes a noise. When we close and when we open, they makes a noise. I have heard it tell a lady ghost bathing in a Mussoorie hotel. Every night you heard water running and the clink of bangles on her unseen hand. But going to the bathroom, you would see the floor quite dry and silence draped on the towel stand. Once a forest guard saw 1/5 of his face, the ghost's face. He only saw eyebrows and goatee. Another saw no legs, but sailing by, he saw a dhoti. And in a village, birds would suddenly stop their morning bicker, and their morning twitter. They had sensed a ghost there rummaging in the litter, but let's end these stories, for ghosts give me the jitters. Now let's start answer these questions with reference to the context. In fact, you are up against a transparent vapor wall. In what context does the poet say this? The poet says this in the context of the transparent forms of ghost. What wall is he talking about? The wall is the ghost body. Ghost body they are comparing with the wall. What does the poet imply by saying one is up against a ghost? Up against implies some kind of confrontation. Another saw no legs, but sailing by he saw a dhoti. Who is referred to as another? Another is the second forest guard. What did the previous one see? The previous guard saw a ghost with 1/5 of his face present, along with eyebrows and a goatee. Why did this one see no legs? The legs could not be seen because they were transparent. But let's end these stories, for ghosts give me the jitters. What stories are being referred to? Ghost stories are being referred to. Do ghosts really give him the jitters? The jitters might be literal in case the poet is a superstitious person. How are these lines ironical? The lines are ironical because it is the poet himself who had chosen to start telling ghost stories. I hope you all must have enjoyed this interesting poem because you all like ghost stories and horror movies. So that's all for today. Have a nice day, children.